So it's been 1 year since we installed the Ironman IM2.5 lift kit with heavy duty rear springs. And this is a full kit. It's coilover front, 3-inch lift in the front, 2 inches in the rear. You can see kind of the stance on a small slope driveway. Hope that wind's not too bad right now. But like I said, complete kit. And the reason we got the heavy duty springs is because we tow with this, and we opted for the black springs because we didn't want bright lime green or green springs are there, but they tow and they handle weight very, very well. We've had rooftop tent mounted up here. We've towed a 4,000 pound camper. Our camper now is 3,000 pounds ish, and the rear handles it very, very well, and it rides extremely well unloaded, which is kind of surprising for having a heavy duty spring. Now moving on to the front, like I said, this is a complete kit, and let me get under here and show you. So it's pretty dirty. We have taken it off-roaded in Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, the whole nine. So it's been tested and used a lot. All right, so as I said, this is a full kit. So upper control arms, it came with the sway bar relocation, as you can see down there. And then, like I said, the coilovers for the front, and the heavy duty springs were an option. So you could get medium springs or heavy duty, and I did choose the heavy duty. So one thing I will say about this lift is, in the last year they have changed something. So now they come with sway bar end links, standard, which is cool. And then I had to ride them because, as you can see, I have basically two relocators up here. I got a plate from some company, SRQ Fabrication, and then this is the part that came with the Ironman. When I put on the front part just from Ironman, I had issues. Basically, the sway bar was touching the coilover, and I couldn't drive. Couldn't drive this thing because I didn't want to tear up the coilover. Now, when I added the second spacer on there, which the bolts are longer bolts, because I pretty much told SRQ, I got to look up the brand, what I was doing, and they sent me longer bolts for this. So this has held up very, very well, and the sway bar does not rub on the coils. Actually, there's really good space now. I'll show you. So as you can see, hopefully that clears up a little, but really good space, not hitting the coilover whatsoever. And you can adjust these and raise it up a tad bit more. When I talked to Ironman, they were factory set at 3 inches front, and obviously the springs are springs, so two in the rear. But overall, this kit has, minus the little issues in the beginning, which I'm glad they fixed on the newer kits, because I was one of the first ones with this kit that I saw on YouTube. But overall, very, very happy with this kit, and I'm glad through some email traffic that they fixed it, even though the communication on email wasn't that great. The kit itself has been phenomenal, so this thing still rides perfect. So from factory height up to, lifted with, I got tall and skinny 33s. Eventually I'm gonna get 35s. But it rides perfectly smooth, perfectly straight. There's no wobble, no nothing in the suspension. It's quiet down the road a year later. And like I said, towing, the 4runner from the factory is not the best tow vehicle you can buy. But if you add the suspension, you add really good E-rated tires, it tows phenomenal. And this is the third set of tires that I've had on this thing. This is the taller set that I've done. I had 33 12.5s. They were a little bit wider before I had this lift. I really wish I would have kept the 12.5s after I put the lift on, because I think they would have rode, it would have rode perfect with this. The previous kit to this that I'm comparing it to was a rough country kit, which, yes, I know, rough country. But I had all kinds of problems with it. A bad wobble in the front end, bushings wearing out. all kinds of stuff. But like I said, this kit for the money is phenomenal. So no issues whatsoever, no leakage from any of the shocks whatsoever. Go down and show. So no leakage from anything, no issues. Bushings are all nice and tight still, which I really appreciate because it helps it ride good. But overall, like I said, a year into this kit, pretty heavy abuse off-roading. Texas, Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, pretty good trails. Nothing crazy, but pretty good trails. And this has held up relatively well. Oh, I say relatively well. It's held up great over the last year. So I just wanted to drop a 1-year review and kind of tell people, because a lot of people, you know, they like the initial video, because like I said, I was one of the first on YouTube to post a video on this. So wanted to give an update on it, to kind of go over how it actually is holding up after a year of being on here. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just drop them below and I'll reply back as soon as I can.